Thanks for meeting with me today. I know you guys have busy schedules, Harriet and Bob and Betty. I know you're all very busy. So I'm glad that you were able to make the time to be here today. I know when I talked to you on the phone and when I met individually with you, both of you guys, that we talked about Rudy and how we're trying to plan for his future. As an agency, you know, the last couple of years we've worked on getting Rudy stable. Now we're really moving forward, thinking about what he needs for the future, how we can build family around him, who he defines as his family, and just really who he needs to support him. So I think this is an incredible opportunity for us to be able to sit together. I know that you guys have not met each other before. So this is a great opportunity to start talking about Rudy. That's one thing, is that you both have, all of you have Rudy in common, and your love for him and your desire to see him and get prepared for adulthood. So we just wanted to sit and talk for a little while about that. Harriet, did you want to go ahead and start?
Well, I'd like to know how he's doing, because we haven't heard anything from him for a long time.
That's okay. That's an excellent question. Why don't you go ahead and ask Bob and Betty?
Well, how's he doing?
He's doing all right, but you know, we haven't heard much from you either. Been a long time since he's had any contact or...
I didn't even know where he was. I didn't know he was with you. I mean, it's not like we haven't wanted to be in touch with him. You know, we tried after he left the house. We tried to stay in touch with him. And they wouldn't even tell us even what town he was living in. I mean, you don't know what we've been through. You know what we've been through. I told you about that, how we had social worker after social worker. People wouldn't call you back. You know, in the end, it just got too complicated, and we just didn't even know where he was. So we've been here all along. We've been here. And we've just been totally cut out of his life.
Well, we've been there with him these last 2 years. We're the people who've been with him.
Well, it's not because we didn't want to.
Well, I hear you now. I think we had the impression that he just sort of disappeared out of your house and you had no contact with him, or didn't want it either.
Not at all. He's blood. He's our family. He's always family. And just because we didn't know where he was doesn't mean we didn't think about him. We thought about him all the time.
Well, he came to us pretty angry. You know, you should know that. But he's doing better now.
Okay.
And we've been, you know, Claudia, we've been telling you about this all along.
Absolutely, and I've had an opportunity to hear it. Why don't you, because Harriet really hasn't had a chance to know what's going on with him, so I think this would be a great opportunity to let her know what you've dealt with or had to, how you've helped Rudy over the last couple of years.
Yeah. It's been a long road for Rudy, but I mean, he's doing really well right now. He's pretty stable, and so you should know that. Betty and I worked really hard with him.
And our concern is, we worked really hard, and what's you coming back and Joe coming back and the family that hasn't been around for all these years, now they're coming back, and what's this going to mean for our family? We thought Rudy was part of our family and that he'd grow up with us.
Are you trying to get him back, Harriet?
Well, no, I couldn't take him back. I couldn't take him back now. I mean, I still have young kids at home. You know, they're a little older than when Rudy was there, but it's too difficult right now, and I wouldn't be able to do that. But what are they saying about being part of the family? Because I thought, like, after he was 18, they didn't get paid for him anymore.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh no, we won't get paid for him, but he will be part of our family.
Yes.
We really aren't people who came into this to make money on it. We came in because we wanted a child to be part of our family.
So he could stay with you after he was 18, or?
Our
Oh,
hope,
yes.
Yep, our hope is that he's going to grow up in our home.
We treat him just like our birth children, the twins. Absolutely.
I didn't know that.
Okay.
Yes.
I think this is a great time for you to be able to talk about these things, because two things are we thinking about. Well, we're talking about planning for him, not placement. We're not trying to disrupt him from where he is right now, but I think it's important that you see how important all of you are to him. He really wants to be involved with you. And we have had some beginning conversations about adoption and how Rudy feels like he belongs to the family, like Bob and Betty are saying, because he may not always feel that. I know they want him to be a part of the family. They've expressed that. So how do we do this so that he feels that?
Well, Claudia, remember you brought that up about adoption with me when we
Yes.
met, and I've been thinking about that a lot, and I'm really worried about it because, you know, the people I know who've adopted, they get cut off from their family. We just found him again, and I don't want to be cut off from him again. So I don't know about this adoption thing. That really worries me.
Well, I think it'd be a great question to ask me if their intention is to cut you off from their family.
We're not looking to cut Rudy off from you. We just want to have ongoing you know, we want to work with him and care for him. We care deeply for him. And it would be really sad if you came into his life, because I think this is what he wants to do, and then disappeared.
No, we're not going anywhere.
You know, I think as part of...
Can I ask a question, Claudia?
Sure.
Because I got a little concerned with what you just said a few minutes ago. And what you said was, well, I can't take him now.
Okay.
Does that mean you're thinking 6 months from now, a year from now? Are you thinking maybe he can come to you when he's 18?
Well, I guess I thought that he was out of your program by then. You know, I thought that when he turned 18, he was going to be off on his own, and so I thought he'd want to come back with the family. I don't know how we would do that, but that's what I was thinking. So, but now you're telling me something different.
Well, he might be out of the program, okay, but he's definitely not out of our lives.
I think that's important as we plan and as we work together. That's why it's so important that all of us are working collaboratively, like we're working together, because Rudy's the one who's going to help to define what he wants his family to look like. And he has identified he wants you guys to be a part of his family.
So
it's
if
working
they adopted
together.
him, we could still see him?
We talked about there's so many cultural things and traditions that you have that you want to make sure that remain with Rudy. So I think what they're saying is that, but you know, we talked about those cultural things.
I mean, I really want to make sure he keeps up with his Spanish. I mean, I don't know if he's using his Spanish. I don't know if you guys speak Spanish, but he really needs to keep up with that and with, you know, like, he really likes my rice and beans, and I'd like to kind of, you know, stay in touch with him on those things.
Well, I took a little Spanish in high school.
A little,
I mean,
yeah, he took a little Spanish.
yeah, I did. All right, I did. Un poquito. But I don't, it's not something I can really speak to him with. I mean, he has so much more knowledge about Spanish than I do, and that's something that would be important to him. So that makes a lot of sense.
So, I mean, we can see that, I mean, this is the beginning of conversation. We've just started having these conversations. I know these are conversations you're going to continue to have, and I mean, we'll continue to have conversations. Okay. I hope this has been helpful to you, bringing you together. You can see how important it is for Rudy that all of you are on the same page. Has it been helpful?
Yeah, it's been somewhat helpful.
I think
it's good to meet
Okay.
Harriet.
Well, maybe as a next step, I don't know where you want to go with that, how you want to work with this.
Well, I was thinking maybe Rudy and the two of you could come to my house for dinner. I'll make you my famous rice and beans.
I could make my famous chicken, you know. You could come to my house.
But Rudy
Everybody-
really likes my rice and beans.
Well, maybe we could meet at a restaurant. I mean,
That's
you know, that might be
okay.
you know, I'd probably feel more comfortable than that, and maybe you'd feel more comfortable than that, and coming over to our house.
Well, how about if maybe Rudy chooses a restaurant and then maybe all you can go out with him?
Okay.
That's a good idea.
I hope this has been helpful. I will get in contact with you, with all of you, and we'll move on from here. Thanks again for meeting with me, and thanks for taking the time to do this.
Thanks for helping us.
Okay,
with
You're
this,
thank you.
Claudia.
Thanks, Claudia.
Okay.